parched desert sands of ancient Osirian.
Long-forgotten secrets are becoming unearthed
that could threaten the security of the entire region.
Throughout Wati, undead uprisings and once-forgotten ancient threats reveal themselves from empty graves.
And only our heroes can withstand the forces of
the Mummy's Mask. Previously on the Mithril Tabletop. And you immediately recognize it as belonging to Ptemenib. Do you think he's still safe? Do you think he's dead? That blood, that wasn't there before. Do you think they hurt him?
How are you aiding her in busting open the door?
cheering her on.
Mumia is a potent drug that is usually created from the remains of mummies. They're basically making meth.
Habibi has been waiting for this possible moment. If anybody's willing, we could eject their soul.
This corpse has a golden mask on their face. Help me. You see Ptemenib down there at the bottom of the well.
Happy Mithril Monday, everyone! It's Ashley, voice of Khepri here, just trying to say, hey, thanks again for listening to us. I know I always say that, but I just want you guys to understand how incredibly grateful we are. And we don't get to interact with you that much, so please be interactive with us. We have Instagram, TikTok, you can put things on our YouTube comments. We love to hear from you, but I don't want to make this too long. I hope you guys enjoy episode 48, Well, Sump Well.
So you guys have just met Ptemenib, but also you guys have discovered some interesting information. This cultist mask, if you will, not the mask, not the mummy's mask. This guy was not a mummy, for instance, but you did discover a mask. How does it make you guys feel? Let's start with Ashley.
I feel in awe.
You feel in awe of which part, Ptemenib or the mask?
Oh, well, which one are you asking about?
Yes, that is correct. That is a good question. I don't know, let's make it a little bit more broad, but also specific at the same time. What are your characters thinking about this excursion at the moment? Because if last I remember, it's about 1 a.m, and okay. You guys have been up for a long time.
Khepri just saw Ptemenib battered and in what? He's in a hole?
He's in a bit of a hole. It's not that deep. It's like 3 feet deep, but still.
And she's like, oh my God, what happened? But also she's still a little embarrassed. But like, she's also like, I don't give a shit. I'm an adventurer. I'm part of the Band of Misfits and I need to...
You don't give a shit about Ptemenib?
No, I don't give a shit about being embarrassed. Ptemenib needs help.
Okay, just clarify.
Oh, yeah, right. I guess that came out wrong.
Yeah, you're talking about Ptemenib. Anyways, that's funny. All right.
I'm a natural blonde. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Okay, what about Tanhi? Tanhi is kind of close to blonde, right? The color.
She's a tabby.
Well, she's happy that we found Ptemenib, but at the same time, she's still kind of stuck on Keryth. Keryth has kind of been kind of weird about the mask. Yeah, and I don't know, like, she sees the mask and she's like, oh, it's got a mystery behind it, but she's more focused on what the hell Keryth's...
What's his whole deal?
Yeah.
Because he's also got a bit of a mystery now, too.
Keryth, what's your deal?
Well, speaking of Keryth, assuming that's it for you, Anjela.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of you, Keryth, what is your deal, Keryth? What is he thinking about all this? Like, what's going through Keryth's mind at the moment?
So I'm gonna start with the Ptemenib bit. So we got like a little bit of information, I think, on like why Ptemenib got kidnapped, but because we found him like in a well or something like that at the end of last session, I think. Mm-hmm. So he's like very concerned about Ptemenib because he's been, really helpful for us and he's really important to the city. So he's really worried and like, why did they treat him this awfully? Throwing him down in a well, probably leaving him to die. Mm-hmm. But as for the other side of things, he's still on edge. Last week I kind of went into that the mask that we found on the dead body is something he recognized, which will slowly but surely come to light on why he recognizes it and things like that. But because of that, he's on edge and just overall not feeling very comfortable in this place anymore.
And you're not sharing why that makes you on edge, right?
Nope.
It's just a mystery.
You'll find out later.
Maybe
Maybe today, maybe next week. You never know.
All right. Let's not be super coy about it. All right. What about you, Tariq? What's going on through Tariq's mind at the moment?
Tariq. Okay. Yeah, so Tariq has been kind of trying to figure out everything that's going on because, first off, we have this massive zombie attack. And before we can even figure out what's going on with that, like, we have no time to talk with Septi about it. We go to help our friends fight off a couple more zombies, and then, before we can have a chance to talk about that, oh no, we gotta go rescue Ptemenib, who's suddenly been captured by a gang. And then we get there, and now he's, like, involved with a cult, maybe? or something to do with this mask. It's just, like, a lot of puzzle pieces. And I don't know, it's kind of like we're getting all the corner pieces right now.
I was gonna say,
we're getting the
edges. We're getting the edges done.
And so he's, like, every little thing, like, he's, like, when he gets a chance to, like, on the way to Ptemenib, I know they were kind of walking quickly, but it still took a long time, and, you know, he's very used to kind of writing on the go, and so he kind of jots down these notes about what's happened so far with, like, these zombie attacks, and then we have this seemingly unrelated event going on with Ptemenib, and then with this mask, it just kind of brings us back to maybe what happened with the archives, the Sanctum of I cannot even talk right now. Sanctum of the Urdai. And so he's just, like, that's constantly in the back of his mind. And he's, like, thinking about all these things. So he's just trying to put these puzzle pieces together.
There's a lot of puzzle pieces coming together. What about you, Habibi? Along with Khepri, you're probably one of the most perceptive people in the group.
Oh, Habibi.
What is going on with Habibi right now? Did he take note of what's going on with Keryth, that he's being sussy? Are you excited to see Ptemenib, a fellow cleric? What's going on through Habibi's mind?
Habibi's feeling a little, like, ADHD in a way, where, like, you know, a couple hours ago he saved his parents from dying, and then he himself has already had another brush with death, and now his friend over here has had a brush with death, and so, like, he's out of heal spells, and, like, he's trying to just keep track of everything. He's got, like, Keryth in the back of his head, but he's not, like, super worried about it, because if it was really important, Keryth would share it. So, like, Habibi tends to, like, trust people pretty, like, really easily. Like, he feels like there's no way that Keryth is gonna be, like, it's a dark secret, or, like, if it is a dark secret, so what? He knows Keryth is good. So, yeah, he's not worried about Keryth. He's very worried about Ptemenib and the fact that, like, he's somehow involved with this cult, possibly. And he's a cleric.
Yeah, but if he's involved with it, it doesn't seem like he's, like, personally involved. It seems but, the
like,
relationship with like, they wouldn't have treated him this badly if he was part of the cult, if that's what you're asking.
How he has these enemies, like, those are pretty powerful enemies to be, you know, get kidnapped and thrown into the bottom of this well.
Well, let's just dive. Let's now that we finished that,
let's get Ptemenib out of the well.
There you go. Exactly.
Wait,
Before we do
that,
first. That's exactly what I was doing. That's the thing that I...
oh, yay! Good job, guys!
So that's exactly what we're doing. Let's go ahead and jump right into the MVPs. This week's MVP goes to... Anjela / Tanhi.
Oh, what did I do?
The Tanhi.
I don't remember what I did.
Well, let me remind
Lots of
you.
things.
Lots of things. I vote for Tanhi. She was 100% down for Habibi's soul ejection test run, and then was able to come back with a very decisive plan to get the cultist's body out of the room. MVP to Tanhi. She took the lead in this episode and did a great job to finding yet another piece of the mysterious mask puzzle. And then finally, MVP to Tanhi for willfully ejecting her soul and tearing all the doors. An amazing roleplay as well.
Aw, thanks, guys.
And an honorable mention goes to Habibi for getting to finally use that eject soul focus spell. And then finally, MVP to Habibi. That was a very creative use of the spell that ended up making the scene so much cooler. Keep it up.
Thanks,
Well
guys.
done, everyone.
I've been wanting to use that spell for a long time.
I can tell. Okay.
I like how they all had to deal with that spell.
Hey, now I know how it feels, Habibi. So anytime we need some reconnaissance.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down to clown.
All right. Well, now that we have the reconnaissance team out of the way, that being Tariq and Habibi trying to deception their way through everything, Khepri as a bug, and Tanhi as an invisible ghost. Now we just need something for Keryth, and then all of you guys can be part of the reconnaissance
Keryth's
team.
in the back
And then there's
now.
no
Go
more
boom,
reconnaissance team.
No.
Yeah, Keryth explodes
I don't
everything
do
for us.
that. I set the explosives.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
There's
Keryth
a demolition team.
with
Yeah.
explosives.
I was
guy that
gonna
does the
say,
traps.
Keryth is gonna be the one that's gonna, like, if we have to run, he's got the traps ready for us to set off to.
He's the escape car. The escape driver, the getaway driver.
Yeah.
And besides, you have to have somebody to reconnaissance back to. If all of you guys are reconnaissing, then who are you coming back to bring back the
Reconnaissance.
Exactly,
Is that a
that's
word?
Apparently.
Look it up. Google it.
We're gonna
It is
do
now.
Google it. Look it up in the
Googling.
encyclopedia.
Googling.
It's a thing. No, don't actually Google. Jumping into the game quickly before she Googles it. We last left the session last week with our party members, our heroes, in fact. They had discovered, finally, the first cultist member, the secret force that has been acting in the background, maybe. Who knows? Maybe it's not. But they managed to find their way through this abandoned brickwork factory, and they found Ptemenib at long last. The bird, the not a bird, the not a bird Cassine screams out, "That's him!" and flies towards him as all of you guys gather around the sump well. And around the sump well, you see curled up in the fetal position on the ground, a almost unconscious, bound, and brutally beaten up Ptemenib. And do you guys know what a sump well is, by the way? I had to Google this the other day.
No.
No, I
Yeah,
don't. I know what a
yes.
sump
I
pump is.
think you explained it last week. It's like where
I
they
don't think I
kept
did.
water or something. I don't remember.
The brickworks is really close to the river. When it floods, the sump wells are used to pump the water out of the ground here, so they can still work in peace. All houses, modern day houses, have sump wells. They're much smaller than this because they're not ancient technology, and they're designed to make sure that your basement doesn't flood. And they're usually bigger in places that flood more vigorously, but I looked it up. In America, they're never more than like 3 feet deep. So, this is and that's like in like Florida during hurricane season areas. But correct me if I'm wrong. It was a very quick Google. There's one other thing I Googled, by the way. I found this out. A friend of mine mentioned this to me, but it turns out that you guys have been awake for too long, I think.
Yeah. I've thought about
So-
that.
I want you guys to tell me what time this morning you guys would have woken up. Be honest.
Probably around 8 a.m., 9 a.m.
Yeah.
8 a.m.?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right. At this point, in the core rulebook, page 499, look it up. If a character is more than 16 hours without sleep, they become fatigued. So all of you guys, just go ahead and slap the fatigued condition on you real
nut.
quick.
Did we say
Yeah,
we
it's
walked
fine.
here? I think we rode on a carriage and all took a 1 hour nap.
Oh, yeah, you
Oh,
did?
you know
I'm
what?
just going to
You're
apply
right,
real quick.
Tariq.
Yeah,
Hey!
Do you all remember that
yeah.
carriage ride we
Yeah.
took here?
Yeah, that's crazy.
No,
It's
Ramses
crazy
takes
about
naps,
that.
little naps throughout the time.
Oh, okay. He's also fatigued.
Damn it.
Hey, I better be glad he's not adding like drunk condition or something like that.
No. The fatigue isn't that bad. It's really worse for Tanhi.
The zombies sobered
but-
us up. That's what it was.
Yeah, I'm so sure. No, you only take a -1 penalty to your AC and saving throws.
That means
it's just one.
I can't rage, right?
That's the big problem for Tanhi.
Uh-oh.
Everyone else, it's a -1 to AC and saves. It's pretty bad, not that bad, but for Tanhi especially, she takes that penalty and she can't rage now.
No, that's our friend though. The rage.
That's our friend.
Rage is our
Oh, no,
friend.
never
Rage
mind.
Tanhi is our friend, though.
We like
Like
Rage
her split
Tawny.
personality or something. Can we speak to Rage Tanhi now? We're getting ready to go into a fight.
Oh my god, I'm just thinking of the Here's Tawny.
Yeah, I just thought that too.
Here's Tanhi. Let's say, so here's the thing. I'm going to be generous, okay? I'm going to be generous. I'm going to say that you guys woke up at 1 or at 9 o'clock in the morning, so that 16 hours later puts you guys at around 1 a.m. Let's say you guys fought the Silver Chain Smugglers at 12:30 a.m., so it's like just after midnight, and now it's like around 1 o'clock. Now you guys are like actually feeling the exhaustion. Does that make sense?
That's
Does that work?
fair.
All right,
That's
cool.
fair.
All right. So now that we have that out of the way, all the logistics, all the nitty gritty, all the nitpicky and stuff, let's dive back into the scene. So we zoom back in, fade from black, the opening credits roll, whatever. Back to you guys. Throw on the mic. Action.
Well, immediately Tanhi is going to be like, hey, we got to get him out because, first off, it's wet down there. Second off, our healer is up here. So Tanhi is going to set her weapon down because, I mean, she's feeling a little winded, a little exhausted. So she's gonna...
Would you say fatigue?
Yeah.
Is that a word you would use?
Yeah, that's the word I would use to describe this. So she's gonna set her weapon down and she's gonna climb into the well. And how deep is the well, would you say?
Let's say it's about 5 feet deep, just to keep it a nice even metric.
Okay, so is Ptemenib unconscious, or is he just like very like kind of out of it, but still like?
Yeah, no, he's barely conscious. He's completely balanced, so he can't move his arms or legs. He is prone. He is wounded. If we had to give it a condition, let's say wounded 2.
Okay.
No, he's seen better days. He's bloodied. He's beaten. He's bruised. He's just on the ground. He doesn't have his robes either, so he's kind of in his underwear.
So yeah, so Tanhi is going to make sure he's kind of unbound, and then she is going to look up at Tariq, and she's gonna be like, "Are you ready?"
Yes.
Okay, and so she's gonna start lifting him up to towards Tariq. So I'm assuming this is just gonna be an athletics check to make sure that I can get him up towards the lip of the well.
So as a rule, I like to not like as a GM, like here's a pro tip to GMs out there. If you're just starting brand new or whatever, don't make your players roll if rolling badly is going to like not have any repercussions. Like in this situation, if you rolled a natural 1, what's going to happen? I don't know. All this to say, no, don't worry about it.
She cuts off his feet, obviously.
You drop him, he takes 1 point of damage and he dies. I'm just gonna say there's no chance that this fails. So you guys pick him up carefully, slowly, pull him up, and you like place him down on the ground over here.
And Khepri's
like,
gonna
next to the
walk
wall.
over all nervously and like kind of look down and hand him his robes.
Well, first off, he's still
He's
dying,
still kind of
so
out of it.
let Habibi
No, he's
heal
wounded.
him.
He's not dying.
Yeah,
he's
I'm
not
gonna-
dying. He's just wounded.
I'm gonna
But yeah,
make sure
I'm just setting it
lay
next
some
to
hands
him
on
then,
him.
so he has it when he's ready.
that's fair. So you guys can like you guys dress him up a little bit. You give him his clothes back. You give him his stuff back. You heal him up a little bit. Cast lay on hands and stuff, and he's feeling a little bit more rejuvenated, but he's still clearly very fatigued as well, and he's still feeling the pain. But as he regains his footing and stuff, literally, he kind of looks at you guys and goes, you guys came for me. How did you know to find me here?
You're bird, not bird.
and then he finally, like, as he's like starting to like slowly regain his like his visual sightings and stuff, he looks around. He goes, "Cassine, is that you?" And she immediately flies into his open hands, and she goes, "Oh, Ptemenib, I missed you so much. I was worried. I thought you died." It's like, "Oh no, my friend. Thank you for coming. Thank you for saving me. And good choice on heroes. I'm sure anybody would have done the job, but you picked the right ones, I think." And he kind of looks around and smiles at you guys.
We're the best heroes? What are you talking about?
For saving me, I have to
talk
agree.
about amazing fits.
The amazing
This time
fits.
we weren't a misfit.
Yeah.
Oh, it hurts to laugh. Oh.
What happened, Ptemenib? Like, you were leaving and everything seemed fine. Like, I thought you were heading to the next city over, right?
I may have lied a little bit to leave. I was working undercover in this very gang. I was trying to I heard rumors, and I caught wind that there was a dangerous cult that infiltrated this gang and took over. They're led by this very dangerous man, a man by the name Ikram Ifek. He's in the room next door.
Oh.
He points to the doors right behind you guys to the north. He's not... I've never seen his face. He wears a golden mask, and it looks like a pharaoh, but not a pharaoh I've ever heard of. Not one I've ever seen. And they found me. They discovered me. I was trying to keep a low profile. I saw one of the cultists leave the auction earlier tonight, and I thought maybe I could catch them and, find some more information about what's going on. But then they caught me, they bound me, they beat me up. I used all of my spells trying to defend myself, but it wasn't enough. They were about to kill me, the cultists, but then the gang members found out that I was a Phrasman. Apparently these silver chain smugglers, they're very superstitious. They're a decent lot. I mean, they do bad things, but I wish they wouldn't, grave rob, but I mean, they seem nice, good guys. You guys didn't kill them, did you?
They always seem nice until they try to kill you.
Oh, well. As long as you guys didn't kill them either, we just arrest them, put them in jail, but...
Yeah. The jail of eternity.
One got away.
But
It wasn't a person.
Oh, are the others bound somewhere? Are they like captive?
Okay,
They're
Ptemenib,
bound
I'm
for
gonna...
hell?
In the spire.
Ptemenib,
Yes,
we're gonna
in the
be
boneyard.
we're gonna be straight up. We're gonna be straight up. Like
Oh,
nine.
you killed them, didn't you?
Most of them died. Yes, 99% of them died. We did save a hyena. The hyena got away.
Saved.
Oh, the hyena
One
is
guy
what I would
swam
kill.
away, didn't he?
Tariq nudges Khepri's like, yeah, Khepri saved the hyena. Like, trying to
yeah,
brag
well-
She
on
insisted
Khepri.
on it, in fact.
He kind of like tugs at his animal fur. He's like, yeah, that's a good thing you saved the animal.
Oh no.
I mean, we had that description when we found his robes.
Yeah. Rip.
But he kind of seriouses up again. Back to the story. They found out that I was a priest of Pharasma, and the superstition is if you kill a priest of Pharasma, you'll get bad luck for the rest of your life. The superstitious lot decided not to kill me, and I guess Ikram wanted to entertain them for now, so that's why I'm still alive. Otherwise, I'd definitely be dead.
So they just kept you on Pharasma's doorstep instead.
Well, now they're on Phrasma's
Yes.
doorstep.
Oh
Well,
no, they're
They're
in the
entered
house.
into that house. They are committed.
I wish their souls the best of luck in her judgment. She is fair as always, so we'll see where they end up.
Hey, you can do that like ceremony thing that Septi wanted to do in the Sanctum of the Uridai. Like the bodies are just over in the other room.
Oh, that's good. I can
Yeah,
I
you
can
can do
definitely
that. I
do
forget what
but
it's called. I'm not a cleric.
I thank you for returning my religious symbol, but I don't have any of my spells left today. I'll have to come back tomorrow. Between you and I'm eager to just honestly get out of here.
We are all exhausted. You
Yeah,
might even
I
say
can definitely
we're
tell.
fatigued.
Well, there is one more thing we have to do. We
Means
must
it.
stop Ikram.
mean that we have to
Tomorrow?
No.
Can we take a power nap? Like, can we take a power nap?
If we leave now, surely he will escape. We have no time to wait. We must go in immediately. Don't even refocus, just go in.
Okay, Khepri's gonna start walking toward the doors.
Wait, I can't refocus my lay on hands?
No, there's no time.
There's
We must go.
There is-
Go.
there is 10 minutes worth of time.
No, there's no time. Go.
There is enough time.
Listen here, I'm your elder. You listen to me.
Should we just knock on the door like we're reporting, like one of the gang members reporting?
No.
Oh,
hold on.
okay.
Hold on. I have a question first.
Okay, yes.
The mask that Ptemenib described Ekram wearing, is it the same mask that we found on the cultist in the gas room?
Yes, pretty much.
Okay.
Golden, pharaonic beard, mask of a pharaoh. Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure because I know he said that it was like pharaonic, but not any pharaoh he knew and things like that. So.
Well, to be fair, you guys didn't recognize the pharaoh either.
Ekram sounds like a bitch.
I mean, this whole gang is bitches, so not the good kind.
Remember,
either.
Tanhi, you don't have your rage in this fight.
I just love the idea of Tanhi looking back at Khepri going, this whole gang is bitches.
They's a bitch, they're all bitches.
I love it
All right.
so much.
So,
Alrighty.
Tariq,
So, guys,
you said
what's
you
the
want to
plan?
knock on this door in a special way. What do you mean?
I'm
not in
gonna
a
be
special way. I
no,
just mean
we're knocking on it like
like
no,
we're
Tanhi is gonna
reporting.
knock. No, Tani's knocking on it like she's the police. Open up.
Oh no.
Okay, all right.
What if there's another door on this side and he just decides to run away?
So Tanhi bangs on the door to let you guys said it. Bang, bang, bang.
Open.
Open up. It's the cops, I guess.
It's the Band of Misfits.
Here's Tanhi.
You burst through, and this L-shaped room, so you guys kind of have to like round the corner, is essentially
A cult
the
meeting.
master's quarter. It's a cult meeting. This is the master's bedroom. In other words, it used to be the barracks, but you can see here that like this place has been refitted to be finally like to be like suited for like somebody with like basically a gang leader. There's all the furniture you see here is all ancient, but also very fine and very like rich in like lavish decorations and stuff. And as you look around, it's very clear, it's very evident from just looking that all of this furniture here comes from different periods in the ancient history of Osirian. So many of these things are probably stolen from the graven goods. They go to the necropolis, they steal the furniture, they bring it back here, and the best stuff they keep for themselves, kind of thing. But as you guys burst in, knock, 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 it's the cops, I guess. You walk in, and suddenly all these cultists are already rounded. They're facing you, and they have spells in their hands already ready to go. And one of them steps up from behind them, and he says, well, hold on. Let's not be too hasty here, friends. I see you guys are here to kill me. Well, that's not going to work. My name is Ikram, and I want to know what you guys are doing here.
I mean, didn't he just answer his own question?
You guys are here to kill me, but why?
Because you're mean.
I mean, I don't know you. Have I done anything to harm you?
You harmed someone special.
Who? Ptemenib? I didn't even lay a finger on him. All of that was done by the gangs. The silver chain smugglers, and from what I hear, you guys already killed them. So why are you here to kill me?
Wait, how did you hear that?
Hold on. We already know that there is a cult that has infiltrated this gang. We found the letter because your idiot meth lab dealer did not burn the letter.
He couldn't burn the letter. He burned his life.
You can't see his facial expression, but you can hear in his voice. He kind of like smirks. He goes, "Yes, I did tell him that that whole experiment, making Mumia in that enclosed space, would literally kill him. But again, I ask you. So yes, you get guilty as charged. And first of all, we're not a cult, by the way. I resent that term. But yes, we are here. We are we overthrew the silver chain. Who sue us? Like again?
Can we really?
No.
Is he stalling? Sounds like a guy that's trying to stall something.
While he's
Yeah,
stalling,
it does.
hey Osiris, I'm refocusing here, but quietly, so not disrespect anyone.
I'm only saying this because it seems to me that you guys are very fiery. You guys are a very fiery, excitable bunch. I understand that. I was once like that in my youth. I used to be a gladiator, if you don't know. But
You a
guys-
gladiator?
You a youth?
You?
hey, he
You?
flexes a muscle. He flexes the muscle. Like, I got biceps. Shut up, you don't know.
Tani
Oh,
is
God.
just
But
like
do you got
staring at him, like
triceps?
looking him up and down. You a gladiator? Oh, I gotta no. I don't believe this. Insight check.
Oh my gosh.
kidding.
Inside check. Get that
Tani's
shit out of here.
Yeah, no. Okay. So pause. Time out. Ptemenib knows for a fact that these guys are part of the cult, right? Like
Yes.
he knows this.
They're wearing golden masks. It's kind of clear.
Yes. But what I'm saying is like he knows for a fact like about this cult because we don't know anything about this cult except what was on that letter.
We just know he said that he needs to be stopped.
Okay. Do we
Fully
know why
taking
he
his
needs...
word on this.
Okay. Time back in. Okay.
Well, do you remember
might
what the
have
letter
gone
said?
He'll
against
now
his
ask
tasting
questions later.
I vaguely remember, like, because they're looking for was it the Sky Pharaoh? They're looking for the mask of the Forgotten Pharaoh.
I mean, and we don't have to kill them. We could just like seriously maim or injure them and ask questions.
Yeah, we always think about
Dobby
that.
never meant to kill, only maim or seriously injure.
Exactly.
Is the letter somewhere?
I mean,
Here, I'll show it again.
you kept it, I think.
So to recap, it basically says that they need to go into the necropolis as soon as possible and find the mask as soon as possible because the Pharasmans are about to open the necropolis to the explorers.
Okay, but we know that Hakotep was like a bad person, right?
You guys are assuming that because you know that his references, the Hakotep the First and the Forgotten One, seem to be used interchangeably. So you know they're probably the same person. You also know that the Forgotten One or the Forgotten Pharaoh was found in the reliquary of the thrice divided soul. In other words, you know that his soul was split in three, and you guys know that the ancient Assyrians would never do that unless for a very, very, very good reason. So.
Okay.
Or maybe something nefarious. So all of that's all you guys know so far, as far as I can
Yeah,
tell.
but we know the corners of the puzzle. That's what we got.
Well, I was gonna say,
So-
was there any reference, like, because us as players, not maybe as the characters, but us as players, knows that the mask is probably connected to the last, what was it? The last, thing that destroyed the city?
The Plague of Madness?
Yeah, the Plague of Madness.
Well,
I think one of you guys suggested that, but there was no evidence to support that.
Okay.
And the Plague of Madness
Plague of
was
Magnus
never
was a
an
different
undead
cult.
thing.
Okay.
It was Lamashtu.
Yeah, Lamashtu
completely
worshippers.
unrelated, and it wasn't undead. It was just literally people started killing each other.
Okay. But we are like 99% sure that these are bad guys based off of that letter, because that letter wants to resurrect someone that we are 99% sure was an evil guy based on previous actions, which we're trusting the actions of our ancestors.
I guess.
Do we,
That is
do
your
we
character to
actually know that?
decide.
Because so far, all we know is that Hakotep has been like, the information about him has been whited out, and we were pointed by Ptemenib to a different library to check out more. I don't know that we know all of that.
His soul was split into 3, and we know that they wouldn't have done that unless they really didn't want like him to be revived, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they made it even harder for him to be revived. And so why would they do that if he wasn't like some kind of evil guy, or like we're assuming that's what our ancestors were thinking. Like,
Okay.
oh, he was evil, so they split his soul into 3. Because if he was a good person, why would they scratch him from the record, is what Tanhi's thinking. Like, if this forgotten pharaoh was a good person, why is he not on the record? Why was his soul split into 3? Like all.
Why did they forget about him?
Yeah, like all of these things. So to her, growing up or in this environment, like she's not liking these cult members, or she's calling them cult members because they're all wearing a fucking mask like cult members would.
That's a good point.
We're not a cult, says the guy with masks.
So Tanhi's gonna kind of like look at them, and
Ikram says we're not a cult. Everyone else says we're not a cult.
Tanhi is gonna she's gonna kind of step forward a little bit, and she's got a good grip on her weapon, and she's gonna look at the guy, and she's gonna be like, that letter is talking about the forgotten pharaoh, and the only thing I know about the forgotten pharaoh is that he should remain dead, and I'm gonna make sure he remains dead. So we're gonna put a stop to you now.
All right, I ask you this then. Before you decide to use that big axe against me, ask yourself this.
He has a big ask about not using your big axe.
I have a different ask. Are you Osiriani?
Yes.
You were born here.
Yes.
You grew up here.
Get to your point.
This pharaoh, Hakotep I, is a great pharaoh that was forgotten and lost to our history, but he is still our collected history. He is your pharaoh just as much as he is mine. Wouldn't you want him to come back? After all, he served this country greatly. He did many great things for this nation. Don't you want that greatness back? Osirian is nothing compared to where it was back in its golden age. It has fallen far.
No. No.
Just no.
Just no.
Is that all you can say to me?
Yeah, because things that are dead should remain dead.
Now that's not a good enough excuse. If your loved ones died, wouldn't you want to bring them back?
No.
No, it's not natural, Tariq says, having lost loved ones.
Oh no!
Well, I guess in that case we disagree. Well then, he draws his khopesh. I suppose this is the only way we're gonna settle this. To arms! And I need you all to roll me initiative. Technically, he drew a khopesh and a kukri, so, you know.
Not a kukri. Not again. No.
Habibi. I was about to say Habibi. Habibi, it is your turn.
Habibi.
I got a cookie gun.
Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, so Habibi, seeing that this is going to be probably quite the fight, he is going to look at Tanhi, do a little nod, and he's going to start praying and cast Heroism.
Oh, okay.
Was that bless?
No. Heroism will, it unlocks a target's inner heroism, granting them a +1 status to attack rolls, perception checks, and saving throws and skill checks.
Nice. So it kind of counteracts the fatigue.
Kind of, yeah. It goes to everything. It goes to attacks, perception, saving, and skills, as well as attacks. It's a really good spell, and it heightens up to +2 at 6th tier, 6th rank, and +3 at 9th rank. That's
the only downside is it's only one person.
Mm-hmm. And because it's so strong, imagine getting a +3 to all your attack rolls. That's pretty strong.
Right.
All right. So that's your first 2 actions. Habibi, you got 1 action remaining.
For my remaining action, I will go ahead and just cast Shield.
All right, shield up. Tanhi, it is your turn.
Looking at them, I'm trying to think of which ones would be the weaker ones, and I'm assuming it's gonna be the spellcasters. So,
oh please, come on. Come on! You want to fight the guy with the sword? Come on, you coward! He yells at you as you run by.
Okay. She like stops in the middle of her
spins on her
running.
heels.
I could never turn down the taunt.
Haha, it worked.
Okay. So I guess I'm going after Khopesh guy.
Oh no, it worked.
I'm gonna use bludgeoning.
Oh, okay.
So you see her come down on him like a goddamn hammer.
Oh,
And
Literally.
I am not going to come down with him with a hammer because I'm going to re-roll that because I got 2 on the die for a 17.
Early hero
Ouch.
points. Okay.
Yeah, but Tanhi has 2 and Rue.
Oh, whatever.
I love this roll because now I rolled a 17 on the die for a 32.
A
so much
32
better.
is a hit. Well done.
yes. I hope it's a hit. If it wasn't, we'd be backing out of that room real quick.
Right?
If had she been flanking, it would have been a crit.
Nice. 19 points of damage.
Why did I tell you guys that?
I don't know.
How much?
19.
19. God damn. All right, that's fine. You got 1 action left.
You know what? I'm gonna try this. He's kind of a melee fighter, so I am going to I'm gonna try to get his eyes on my feet,
Oh.
and I'm gonna try catfolk dance.
Oh. Okay.
I'm
okay.
gonna try and make him think that, like, oh, am I gonna be going left? Am I gonna be going right?
What does this do again?
So you have a habit of always being in the way when other creatures attempt to move.
Accurate for a cat.
I need to attempt an acrobatics check against your reflex DC.
Okay.
If I succeed, you gain a -2 circumstance penalty to reflex saves until the start of your next turn.
Oh, fuck me. That's
But
gonna
if
parallel with the spellcasters over there, isn't it? God damn it. All right, okay.
But if I critically succeed against you, you have the -2 penalty, but you're also off guard until the start of my next turn.
All right, not bad, not bad.
Off guard to everybody.
So,
Yeah.
yes. So this might succeed, but I don't think it's going to critically succeed. 13 on the die for a 21.
A 21 is insufficient.
I mean, you got to think right now, like, a couple of us have, like, +12s.
Yeah.
So if he has a +12, then a 22 isn't going to be sufficient. But it was nice to at least try to use it.
I like it,
You know what?
though.
I appreciate that. Well done. I'm not going to give you a hero point for it, but well done.
That was rude.
And that is my turn.
Khepri, it is your turn.
Khepri wants to... Here's the problem. I want to try to figure out like a weakness, but also it's not like a monster that we would know of. These are human beings.
Yeah, humans are, you probably can guess that they're not going to have like weaknesses and resistances. So here's what I'll do instead. You can always ask about their saves, which is the highest, the weakest, the lowest, etc. But human characters usually, not always, usually have like player character classes abilities. Like, is this guy a fighter? Is he a spellcaster? What kind of spellcaster? Like, do I get extra information based on that? Like, what's going on here?
I want to know exactly what kind of thing we're up against.
All right, roll me a society check.
Oh, society check. Oh god, that's a +2 for me.
Well, then maybe not do that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do electric arc.
That's fair.
So we're
who
gonna
are
do
you
electric arc
targeting?
against our golden mask guy and his little friend behind him.
Love, they're all golden mask guy.
Our OG golden
You mean
mask
Ikram,
guy.
the guy whose name you know?
Oh, Ekram, yeah. And and his friend behind him. So
All right.
Kepri's gonna be like, this is for hurting Ptemenib, okay?
you can't even say his
Still
name.
says it wrong.
Tabletop.
She's still nervous, okay?
All right. Ikram critically succeeds with a 36. I assume that's higher than your reflex saves.
Yeah, it is.
And then the Forgotten Pharaoh cultist behind him is going to roll a 30. Is that a success or a critical success?
It's a success.
All right, fantastic. Whew. So he's going to take half damage. How much damage did he take?
8.
8 points total, or is that 8
Oh
already
no,
halved?
8 after the half. I rolled.
Oh, I was about to
16.
say, you rolled garbage then.
I know. no. I rolled.
Wait,
16
you said you rolled
total.
16?
Yeah.
That's
I-
40. You rolled
I
all
know.
fours?
I know. I rolled all fours.
Oh, man, if only one of them failed. All right, we're going to move on. No, you have one more action left. You have
One more action.
I am so sorry.
That
Oh my
audacity.
god.
My bad. Go ahead and use it to roll your knowledge check.
What if I want to put a shield up?
Or, activate Ramses, or,
I know, I'm trying to think what I should do with Ramses. Okay, yeah, I'm going to activate Ramses. Ramses,
All right.
activate! And Ramses is going to go ahead and run up and get in position to help get Tanhi to flank.
Okay.
So he jumps up and he goes over to the left side of Ekram, and then he's going to... What?
He leaps over the table on the way there.
He does, because he's so cool. And then he's going to look at Ekram and he's going to try to bite at him.
All right, bite away at Ekram.
Jaw strike. I got a nat 20, 31.
Dang.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be a crit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Nice.
36. Shit.
36?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ramses knows
Did he
he's a
just
bad
rip
man.
his arm off his body?
All right.
Ramsey
my
is
turn
not to
now.
be messed with.
You hear Ekram shriek out. He's like, oh my god, this fucking dog, get this dog.
Do not
All right,
call my dog a fucking dog. You hurt people.
Get this mutt. Kill this fucking.
He is not
kill
a mutt.
this
He is a purebred pharaoh hound.
Fuck you and your pharaoh hound.
Fuck you and your pharaoh, bitch.
Damn. All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Pharaoh.
The forgotten. God damn. The forgotten
is
pharaoh
all.
cultist in the back. Let's call him cultist number 3.
Or
is
we can
gonna
name him
target-
something.
It's
We're
John.
gonna call him. No, stop fucking using
Wait,
John.
is his name Scott? Is that what you just said?
No, she said John again. It's not always John.
John Jimmy.
I'm just calling him cultist 3. We're moving on. He has no backstory. He has no
let's
name.
just name him Colt or Kurt.
was-
Kurt.
No, fuck all y'all.
Kirk.
Oh my god. I'm targeting all 3 of you guys. Ramses. I swear to God.
Rad Chad.
No, we're not doing this.
Rad, because he's
Shut up.
actually radical.
Alright, moving on.
Brad, sad, Chad.
I hate all of you so much. I can never
New
get anything
names,
accomplished.
Andrew.
Dad.
Except you don't. You
All
love
right,
us.
fine.
You adore
fine.
us.
Google. Egyptian name generator.
Oh no.
Get male
He's gonna make
names.
names we
His
can't say.
name.
Oh no.
His name is Masood.
Masood.
Happy
Masood.
Masood. You guys can pronounce that name, right? You fucking Americans.
Okay, what's the next one's name?
I'm not. We haven't gone to his turn. When he gets to his turn, you guys can figure out what his name is.
It's so
All right.
big on.
Is he just gonna
Let me
say?
do the guy's turn. Jesus
Is
Christ.
he just gonna say his name
so
out loud
big.
like Masood will attack you?
We're never gonna
Yes.
finish this
He
fight.
shouts out, I, Masood, attack Ramses, Tanhi, and Khepri. These count as my verbal speech components, which aren't real spell components anymore, for my blazing bolt spell. Pshew. He's
Blazing
gonna try an
boat?
attack roll. Pshew. Attack roll on
Pshew.
Ramses. Let's go. 22 to hit Ramses.
Yeah, it hit.
All right. Attack roll on Tanhi. Ooh, 19 to hit Tanhi.
Miss.
All right. Attack roll on Khepri. Ooh, 25 to hit Khepri.
Yeah, it hit.
All right. I'm going to roll damage for Ramses and Khepri. You guys both take 20 points
Jeez.
of fire damage.
Oh god, well, I made a mistake.
You aggroed the wrong spellcasters
accidentally.
now, bitch.
Hold on. I got this. I fixed it. Okay, we good.
Thank you. Proud of you.
Thank
All
you.
right. It is going to be now the next person's turn. We're going to go to Ekram himself. He's going to look at Ramses and go, he's going to try and, I want to roleplay it like this, that he kicks Ramses. But at the same time, I don't have the unarmed attack macro listed, and I don't want to make one. So instead, he's going to be like, oh, fuck this. And he takes both swords, and he's going to try and double slice.
Oh,
Can I you lash out at your foe. So one target. All right, cool. Ramses, you're going to take both of these attacks.
oh.
He's going to take the Natron Fang, which is his pink metallic Kopesh. He's going to swing that out.
He has a
Natural one.
pink sword.
He has a pink sword. Did I not show you guys this? Here, look at the picture.
No. What
Oh.
the?
Interesting.
so cool.
Interesting.
Damn, he's
It's-
ripped.
I said he was a gladiator. You don't become a gladiator if
Khepri
you're
is like,
flabby.
Dang. He's
No,
Hey, maybe
no.
that first convo would have gone differently with Tanhi. No.
His legs.
All right. I rolled an 18. Is that a hit?
No, bitch.
What is
Get
my
out of
roll
the
for
way.
this guy? Come on, Jesus Christ. All right, his third and final action with a multiple attack penalty. He's going to try and trip Ramses, I guess. Can he trip a dog? I'm going to try. I rolled a 16 against his reflex. Reflex? It is reflex DC. I don't think that's going to work.
No,
I
not
don't think
even
so.
close.
Ikram, you're the boss. You're supposed to be scary. What the fuck, man? All right,
That was
moving
very
on.
weak. Very weak sauce.
Ikram is just struggling against Ramses. He's like
Well,
slicing,
he did
but then
just
Ramses
get a
like
huge
flailing
chunk
around.
of his arm, like
It's true.
bitten into.
Blood is in his mask. It's hard to see in the mask, and then you also have blood through that as well. It's come on. You can't blame him.
They might need to
All right.
rethink how they present themselves in this cult.
To be fair, they didn't think they were going to get attacked.
Touche.
Stuttered
All right,
that
next name.
Super bad. All right, get male names. His name is Anku.
Hi, Anku.
Uncle?
Anku.
Thank you.
Who's your uncle now?
Anku. Anku.
Can we call him Anki for short?
No.
Oh.
I'm trying to find these short names for you guys. All right,
Cool.
moving on.
I'm gonna call him
This guy, on the other hand, he is going to disappear as he casts invisibility.
No! Fucking hell.
No.
We have a dog.
I know, we've got a dog, and we're just gonna have to use Ramses.
The third and final cultist. All right, get male names. His name
Kareem.
is. Wait, hold on. What was your
That's
first
a
one's
pretty good
name?
one.
So it was Masood Kareem. I like Kareem. All right, I was gonna go Masood, Anku, and Hamu, but instead we're gonna go with Kareem.
But he is not the Kareem of the crop.
Wait until he takes his turn, because he also has blazing bolts, and he's gonna target. He's gonna target Ramses. He's gonna target Tanhi.
They are really focusing on that dog.
He just
Yes,
made
I
your
wonder
attack.
why. And he's gonna attack. I'll flip a coin for the last one. Let's just throw it out for real quick. We're gonna go with attack roll on Ramses. That's gonna be a 30 to hit Ramses.
Holy fuck.
Oh, it's not a crit.
It's not a crit. All right, moving on.
Thank God.
Attack roll against Tanhi. Ooh, this might be a crit. 33 to hit.
That is a crit.
These fucking wenches are doing so much better than the big. All right. Final attack. I'm gonna go on Habibi this time. Natural 20.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's a crit.
I believe so. It is. All right. So you each are gonna take a hit. Did I say was that a crit on you, Tanhi?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Not the greatest. 17 points of fire damage for Ramses. 34 for Tanhi and Habibi. Oakley dokley. So that is everyone. Tariq, it is your turn.
Okay, so you said their masks were made of gold, right? Which is a metal.
Yes.
Oh,
metal.
I know what
Oh,
you want to
no.
do.
So Tariq
Oh no.
is going to cast magnetic acceleration.
Oh no.
So Tariq is standing beside like a table, and there's kind of, like loose coins on the table, and so you just see one start to float up in the air, and it kind of starts spinning in the air, and then he is going to aim for let's see, should I go for the big bad? Well, I mean, sort of big bad. Yeah, let's go for let's aim for Ekram. For his mask.
That was rude.
Right
That was
for his
mean.
mask.
That was really mean.
Okay, let's do this. Oh, that was pathetic.
Hero point?
Yes, because that was a 5 on the die for a 14. Oh my gosh, that was terrible.
Sounds familiar.
Okay, try that again. Oh my god!
Did you roll the same?
It was worse. It was a nat 1.
Oh,
All right, what's the 5
God.
total?
Oh my gosh. What's the 5
What
total?
did you get? Yeah, the 5 on the die. What's that number?
That was 14. That's not gonna hit anybody.
Get the fuck out of here. No, even with a +1, get the fuck out of here.
And you see the coin like shoot across into the wall.
Hey, I have a question.
Completely misses.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question. That was a spell attack roll. Why didn't you spell strike that?
Well, cause I didn't walk up to them first.
You have one more action. You could have walked up and then done that.
Yeah, I could have, but I wanted to keep my distance.
All right, well, That's what you get for taking your distance.
Yeah, okay, fine, sir. Whatever. And so, because I don't know where that guy is, I'm gonna cast Shield. Actually, no.
All right.
Actually, I'm just gonna do Arcane Cascade.
All right. Well done.
Disappointing.
Arcane Cascade.
Keryth,
Hey,
you rubbed
Arcane
off on
Cascade
me.
is
What are you
pretty
doing,
good.
man?
Oh, disrespectful. Keryth, it is your turn.
So first action, Keryth is going to move down to the south to flank Akram, I think is his name, with Ramses. Second action, we are going to attempt an overdrive. Oh, that is a critical success with a 19 on the die.
Oh!
Not bad.
Much better than last week. All right, and final action, I'm going to smack Akram.
Ikram says no!
Oh, it's so nice rolling above a fucking 5.
Hey!
All right, that is a 14 on the die for a 28.
A 28 is a hit.
What's that damage?
16 points of damage.
Psh, I'm not even worried. I'll live forever. Easy.
That is all 3 of my actions.
Perfect. Habibi, top of the initiative, round 2. It is now your turn, sir.
All right, Habibi is going to go ahead and lay hands on himself for 18
Okay.
points of healing because he knows that if he goes down, there's no way he can help his friends.
Yeah, Habibi, putting the oxygen mask on yourself first.
Yeah. All right, so I feel a little bit better. And next he is going to go on the offensive. And
Perfect.
he points a finger at Ikram, because that's who we're focusing on. And phase bolt.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So that attack roll. Oh, that's not gonna hit. I also rolled a 5, so
Oh gosh.
So either Keryth rolls badly or 2 of our players roll badly. There's no in between.
okay, and that's my turn.
Keryth, you got to take one for the team now.
Nope. I already had it 2 days in a row. So, no, thank you.
All right. Well done, Habibi. Tanhi, it is now your turn.
First attack, 17 on the die for a 32.
A 32 is a hit.
Darn it. Or not a crit, right?
No,
Not a crit,
Darn it,
because
okay.
I'm not flanking. 15 points of damage.
Oh, jeez. He's near death. He's fine. He'll live forever.
Come on, Tanhi, kill him.
13 on the die for a 23.
A 23 is 1 off from a hit.
Wait, what about the
I think she's including heroism
okay.
already.
Dang.
Yeah, it's already including it.
Wait, do we want to kill him?
Yes.
Oh.
This isn't even the rage talking.
No, this is the how dare you try to say my parents were going to die and that I would want to revive them because I don't like the undead.
You're just upset that he's speaking the truth.
What truth?
Well, it ain't Tawny's truth.
I think this is gonna hit. I got a 19 on the die
Oh,
for a
for sure.
24.
For sure.
A 24 is a hit exactly.
Yes!
Okay.
If you roll lucky, you can kill him.
22 points of damage.
You're fucking kidding me.
Was that also
Did he have
hit?
exactly
22
22 left?
hit points?
He had 21 hit points.
Tawny ate and left Noah crumb.
Tawny. Here's Tawny.
And so as she comes down with her hammer and God, I can't wait until I have this trait. She's gonna, like, her hammer's still on the ground, you know, after pushing him down, and she's gonna look up at Kareem, who is directly south of her, and she's gonna be like, and I don't even need the rage.
Oh, damn. Okay. All right, well done. Khepri, it is your turn.
Khepri is gonna come out and she's gonna see Tanhi do that awesome blow and be like, okay, to the 3, well, the 2 she can see and the 1 she assumes is still in the room. She go, okay, do you still want to mess with us? We killed your leader.
They kind of look at you and go, he wasn't our leader. He was just our, like, regional manager.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
And then she's gonna command Ramses to sniff out the one Anku who's missing.
Okay. Ramses, so you spend an action to give Ramses 2.
Yep.
Ramses spends one of his actions locating, and he locates Anku over, like, to the western wall a little bit over here, or sorry, to the eastern wall a little bit, and then he spends his final action pointing, because
Okay.
you know that's what dogs do. So that's Ramses. That's both of Ramses' actions. He pinpoints his square. You have 2 actions remaining.
And Khepri, with that, is gonna try and take out the guy who disappeared because she doesn't want him to be an issue. So she's gonna use, let me make sure I'm close enough for it, because I would really like to use ignition. Oh yes, I am close enough. Ignition we go.
All right.
Alrighty. So what's melee?
Melee is like you're right next to them, so like you're
Okay,
in
never
melee
mind
with
then.
Habibi.
Alright, I'm gonna attack. The attack roll is gonna be 24.
A 24 for an attack roll?
Yes.
I need you to now roll me a DC 11 flat check. Because he is still invisible.
18.
An 18 hits him, and so does that 24. Roll the damage.
Yes! Oh my goodness! Okay, and then we're gonna get 10 damage.
10 damage, not bad. He kind of like cries like, "Ah! How'd you see that fucking dog?"
That's the end of Kepri's turn.
Perfect. It's Masood's turn.
God fucking.
And-
Is he still invisible? I mean, we would like look over and see this smoldering.
You guys know which location he's in, but like he's still hard to pinpoint. Like a 5 by 5 foot square is a big area, right? So it's like you know he's in that square, but where in that square specifically is a little hard to pin down. Hence the DC 11 flat checks. All right, Masood is gonna go. He's going to hop onto the bed behind him, and he's gonna look at Keryth, Tanhi, and Ramses, and he like lifts up his mask slightly and breathes out a gout of fire as he casts breathe fire on all of you guys. And I need all of you guys to roll me a reflex save.
Reflex. I can do it. I can do it. I
You can do it. You can do it, Keryth.
That's a bad laugh.
Is that
gonna-
a natural 20?
No, that's a bad
No.
laugh. I'm gonna
Oh,
use
the
my
other
hero
laugh.
point.
All right.
Yeah. Yay! That's much better than the 5 it was originally.
Oh,
Okay.
you're cursed by 5 again.
I know.
It's back.
It's back. Since I was already talking, I guess I'll tell you my result. I got a 16 on the die with the hero point for a 26.
A 26 is a success. You take half damage, 5 points of fire damage. Tanhi,
14 on the die for a 22.
22 is a failure. Take full 10 points of damage. And Ramses,
I got a 12 on the die for a. Or wait, hold on. I got a 27 total.
27 total is a success. You take 5 points of damage as well.
Thank you.
It is going to be Anku's turn, the one
Fucking
who's
Anku.
invisible. And then he's going to start making an incantation as well. And this time, he's going to target Habibi, Tanhi, and he really doesn't like Ramses. Because he is invisible, you guys are flat-footed, or sorry, I should say off guard to this attack.
Yeah, but we know
He
where
does-
he is.
But he's still invisible.
You know
What's
the
he
area,
doing
you don't know the
invisible?
exact part.
Oh, okay.
If you don't know where he is, you can't target him at all. So pinpointing his location is better than not knowing where he is at all.
Okay, got it.
So he comes out of invisibility because of casting the spell, but he still casts the spell on all 3 of you guys. All right. So I'm gonna need. I don't need anything. I'm gonna make an attack roll. We're gonna roll on. Let's start off with Habibi. I'm gonna roll a 30 to hit.
Oh my gosh, that's a crit.
All right. And then I'm going to save that damage. I'm going to roll now on Tanhi. Here's a 20 to hit.
Miss.
20 to miss? 20.
I'm
Damn.
not raging.
Okay. And then finally, we're going to go with Ramses. And I rolled a number you will find out next week.
What?
That's
Literally holding my
It's either going to
breath.
be an obvious miss or it's going to be a crit, and we are about to watch Ramses go down.
If Ramses ever dies, I will cry.
He'll be fine.
Will he, Andrew?
Hey everyone, we hope you enjoyed the episode. If you liked what you heard, then please like, share, or subscribe to the Mithril Tabletop. You can find us on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, and Instagram. Or always feel free to email us at themithraltabletop@gmail.com. We'll see you next week! Music and sound effects are provided to you by Envato Elements. The Mummy's Mask is copyright 2014. Mummy's Mask images, characters, and artwork are a trademark of Paizo Incorporated.